crank them in the fall. Look at that, Ozzy. That's why you crank them in the fall. In the shad pods. Right now there's shad pods everywhere. You can actually see the shadows of these shad pods. So I lost my crankbait back there, snagged up, tied on another one in a little bit more natural presentation, and wham, guys, we figured them out. At least they're gonna eat something today. Crankbaits on rocks, weed lines, and wind lines. A wind line is where the wind hits and has a break and you can see it in the water. Hit those wind lines. They're pretty neat sometimes. It's kind of what I got him on. So, boom. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Look at that, Oz. Let's get another one, guys. Yes. Yes. Yes, guys. Yeah, yes, guys. Look at that baby on Netadiah. Looking for my phone because I think I lost it somewhere, but anyway, boom. Look at that thing. So what's up, guys? We're catching a couple of beautiful fish. Fall. That's where it's at. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a little voiceover context here as I take a sip of Licky Death. If you haven't tried it, try Liquid Death Mountain Water. It's delicious. I'm out here on a fall day, of course, and I'm throwing crankbaits. The reason I'm throwing the crankbait is the water has fallen. If you can see on those rocks to the right of me, the water's fallen 15 feet plus fairly quickly. And the shad have exploded in this lake. So what I'm doing is I am parallel casting these rocks. It's very important to parallel cast because the bait I'm using runs typically 6 to 10 foot on the line size I'm using. So I'm fishing in 8 to 10 foot of water, you know, to keep it hitting the bottom. The number one thing when fishing a crankbait, especially in fall, is tickling the bottom. So here I make a couple casts, I make a couple lined up casts, and of course here I hit the sweet spot. And I hit just along where the rocks incline. I make a couple reels into my retrieve, and then bam, she hammers it. Absolutely crushes that crankbait. The fish to this particular day were biting really well, and they were better sized fish. This is a heavily pressured area locally, and sometimes it takes just that lining up the cast to get it to bite. So as you can see by me fighting her, I'm just trying to keep her pegged. That's why I'm kind of keeping the tension tight. Crankbaits, as you know, can flop out at any moment. So that's the reason I kind of walk her, I should say, because then it makes it a little easier to coax her in and get her in the boat, just like that. Crankbait. There's a guy up on the hill cheering me on at the time. He's saying, right on, nice fish. Which I didn't even see him up there until he yelled at me. But yeah, as you can see, I had to dig that crankbait out. Gave Ozzy a little look at her. Beautiful fall fish. I mean, these fish were great, healthy specimens. So that's one way to see it. In the next clip, I'll show you exactly why I'm cranking other areas and changing directions. When running these dams or these riprap banks or any kind of crumble rock, make sure that you are trying different angles, trying different directions, not straight at the bank like most people are you think straight at the bank, but it's really a parallel program. So keep that in mind next time you're cranking some rocks, kind of try different directions. In this next clip I'm going to show you, I'm going to switch directions and hook into an even better fish. Check it out. So as you can see here, I'm still lined up. I'm kind of fishing, trying to bump off that concrete drop down that comes off that building. It comes out about 60 yards out into the lake, so I'm trying to bounce off that. I missed it a couple times thinking I'm not going to get anything, so I make the cast a couple times. The way this fish hits right at the boat is unbelievable. I mean, it was literally coming up. I was about to pull it out of the water and she engulfed it. So never give up on your cast. Even though you think, oh, there's no fish, she bit literally as I was pulling it out of the water. Another healthy fall fish, another nice parallel retrieve, and another nice largemouth in the boat. And all you have to do is just keep trying those different angles and the different depths slightly, and you see how she T-boned that crankbait. It's gone. So she's in the boat, she's healthy, she's beautiful. A lot of the times they're swiping at those shad, and this is a good way to imitate those shad. Just bring something wild through the water column and let them just chase it. It's a typical fall pattern, you know, cranking. But here in Colorado, it's a little bit tougher. It really is. So, you know, it's a good way to get out there and try it. But I just wanted to show you guys some different ways that you can catch them. I'm always throwing a net, and I'm always throwing some other stuff, top waters and stuff. But there's times that every bait works. And this was one of those days that the crankbait was all they wanted. So, check it out. We'll go to another catch here, and I'll show you another big one I caught towards the end of the day. I caught a nice limited bass this day. I was only out there for a couple hours with my dog, so once again, just trying to let you guys know, try that crankbait. Let's get to this next clip and catch another fatty. See what happens. Take it. Look at that, Ozzy. Look at that thing, Ozzy. Damn, Ozzy, look at that thing, bud. Ozzy. Ozzy.